Hi everybody.
Hello.
Nice game. Real quick, because I know we're late, we're going to do announcements super fast. So, first and foremost, DOIP is on this Sunday. That's almost done, not quite done. So, if you're needing to catch up on DOIP, now's the time. Moot just ended last week, but in 2 days' time, on Wednesday, the cast will be doing a roundtable Q&A about all of the series. Therefore, if you have any questions about them, we encourage you to leave them in the Discord so that the cast can answer. And if you don't know what Moot is, you have about a day to catch up on, like, what, 30 hours of content? And then
I could do
more than that, right?
I could
You've
do
done
it.
how many episodes? Like 15
17.
episodes? 17 episodes?
17.
More than that.
Yes.
So good luck. Next up, socials. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon are the socials that we have. I didn't miss one, did I?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
wasn't
so.
paying attention.
Discord. Thank you, Cam.
We should put a command in our
Just command social.
and then it just pops up all of ours. You can put it at the front, at the top of the thing.
I will see to that. If you want a specific social media, you type it in the chat and exclamation like that, social media, and then Nightbot will provide you with a link to that. Except for Instagram and Patreon, which I got to put a link in for that as well. Speaking of
got
Patreon,
that.
everything... Oh, you did put it up?
Yep, it's on there.
Nice. Everything is on Patreon except for about 30-ish episodes of Emoris that are currently going up. So we have started uploading those. They're just a lot of episodes. So they're going to go up over the next week or two. Okay. The last thing that I have is, if you missed it at the end of Moot on Wednesday, we released a teaser for our next show, which is coming out... Am I allowed to say the date, Griz?
Yeah, I think so.
It's coming out on May 22nd, right?
I thought you knew the date.
I know.
I was like, hey man, it's news to me.
The 22nd is a Saturday, if that helps.
No, so
no,
no.
May 19th.
19th. 19th is the
Oh,
date.
God.
That's in
man.
like 2 weeks' time.
Wednesday.
That's our new show, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, ran by Sharp, aka Back Zombie, featuring Tommy, Griz, Dyto, Bumble, and Dr. Phage. So if you like Icewind Dale, or you haven't seen Icewind Dale and you want to see it, go watch it, because apparently that module's super dope, and I'm going to be watching it, so you should do that too. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. So is everyone ready to jump into a nice game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm ready.
That's all I need, Felis. That's all I need.
I don't know if I want to do it. But I'll
Previously on Emoris, run through this super fast. The Silver Goats had discovered the source of the disappearances around Urnroot, which happened to be a group of mind flayers who had been housed somewhere in connection to the mines here in town. So you return to the city for free survival after a small battle, where you found the Illithids had decided to launch an invasion when they learned that you all had told a number of people around the city about their existence. And in doing so, they dropped the city into the ground and summoned a rather large magic circle around the border. While emerging from the mountain range next to the city, they flew out what most of you will probably know about through stories or tales or whatever, as a Nautiloid, and they commenced their attack. Seeing this, you first decided to gather some allies and take a rest. And in that time, Rokanoka and his team decided to go off and try and dispel the magic circle. And after your rest, you decided to hop aboard the Nautiloid to see if you could take it down, or find out more about what is on or inside of it. A difficult battle was fought as the Nautiloid shifted through multiple different planes, But you eventually won, not moments before you seem to teleport to a plane of sort of open cloud cover, these endless beyond view skies and cold, harsh winds that seem to be a little bit too strong for most of you, that could not cling onto the deck, and so you began to be pushed back to the middle and off of the side of this ship. And that is where we left off. So, as that wind is whipping at your hair and your faces, Wade, you are not so much standing on that central ballista anymore, more so grabbing onto it as your legs just dangle in the wind. The rest of you, struggling to cling onto the deck in this barrage of the elements, begin to find yourself sliding towards the back of this front platform, hitting the back wall and sort of ricocheting and sliding off the side until there is nothing beneath you. So, since we're back in initiative, Wade, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I see them all whip off the edge. Does it look like I could like kind of jump off and push myself toward one falling? Like hit Thyra or something?
Potentially if you angled it correctly and you used all of your movement, perhaps?
Okay. I'm going to fly toward... I'm gonna jump off the edge and just try and fly toward Thyra.
Okay, so you can move your 60 feet to the left and off. And while you're there, make me an athletics check.
Oh wait, so I'm running down the side and then jumping? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. So down here and then I jump. Cool.
We're doing virtual now, Griz. We're doing virtual.
Oh, we're virtual? Everybody has that set up? Okay.
Yup. It's on D&D Beyond. It's just easy. Just click a button.
Yeah. What did it come up as?
You got a 10. So you run. You get maybe 4 or 5 feet off of the edge. Not bad.
Okay, so I'm like 4 or 5 feet off the edge. So like here? Is that what you're saying?
About there. There's better, yeah.
Okay.
And you are now starting to freefall.
Okay, so that sucks. I was really hoping I could make it there. So what I'm gonna do is just polymorph myself into a giant eagle.
Great. Awesome. I didn't pick up that token. Shit. Guess who's a bear? Sorry.
Guess who's a bear?
It's a bear.
Token, it's a big bird.
Damn. So my
go.
hope there was to jump off and angle myself so I could have dual polymorphed, but it didn't work out.
So now, as an eagle, let's see, you move 60 feet using your action to dash,
Mm-hmm.
and then you polymorph. So I'll say that'll probably be it for your actions.
Okay. Do I still get eagle movement now on top of that, or no?
I will give you. What's an eagle's fly speed?
80.
Ooh, pull it
I
up.
will give you 20 feet.
Hey. I'll take whatever I can get because it could end up being
Actually,
important.
you use your action to dash, right? Using a rope?
I wasn't planning on it.
So you would be.
You just kind of told me I moved 60 feet, so I
This
was
is
like,
my
okay.
mistake. So, because you didn't use your action to dash, you used your action to polymorph, so you would have moved 30. So yeah, you'll be 80, so you'll be 20 feet forward. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Good, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm right there. Just flying toward Thyra to pick her up.
Okay, you are starting to come up to where she's falling. She's gonna start falling, so you are gonna have to be quick about it if you grab her on your next turn.
Mhm.
Coolio. So that's Wade's turn. Isabel, you're up.
I am going to grab Free's body and fly it back onto the ship.
Okay, so you have your fly spell still active?
Yes.
You've been rolling concentration for that?
I was, yeah.
Okay, sure.
No, I have been.
So make an athletics check for me.
Sure. Fuck, I roll.
She's slightly off angle, so you have to kind of like fly down and scoop her up.
17.
This is 19 on Roll20.
Oh, yeah, no.
Even better. Beautiful.
I read that. My brain went.
It's because the +7, isn't it? I got you.
Yeah. No, the one +7. Yeah.
You, in the midst of this free fall, turning around, sort of as you go, noticing Free's unconscious body floating down, are very, accustomed to the air by this point.
Yeah.
You just tighten your body and go straight for her. Catch her no problem, and you can get straight back up onto the ship. I'll say, since we're all falling, that'll do 40 feet of movement for you.
Cool. I'm back on the ship.
Yep. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Let's see, that's 40 feet of movement, so that would make. Did I use my action with that or no?
I'll say yes to grab
Okay,
someone.
I can't do anything else then. Anything else of value, I should say.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull the two of you up there, and then, yeah, awesome. Thyra, it's your turn.
I don't have a lot of things, so I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to conjure 2 giant eagles. One next to me, and one... How far away can I conjure it? Like 60 feet closer to the ship.
Okay.
I can. Oppose this. I will have to roll its initiative.
Sure. Awesome.
But that's not what I wanted to do. 'Cause that's
2
not,
more
that's-
gators.
I hit the wrong thing. See if that. There we go.
Flying gators! It's a flying gator!
Okay, so they
Oh,
pop up
God.
within 60 feet. I'll just put them there for now because they're close enough. So
And I have to roll initiative for them.
you do.
So they go on initiative count 20. And they're Thyra's going to tell them to one of them, the one that's closest to me, is going to be told to grab me. One then won't be like farther away. And then the other one is to catch anybody else who's falling. That's what they'll do on their turn.
Okay, I need to. Okay, got you. So, yep, that's fine. That commences Thyra's turn. Free. It's
Yeah.
your turn. I believe you're unconscious. You on death saves? Remind me.
I think I went up and went back down, so I think I'm
She
Get
stabilized.
it out
I
again?
don't remember if Alakian did shit with you.
Yes,
did
he
shit with you?
stabilized her as last
I
time.
thought I talked about
No.
it, but Equa said I couldn't.
No. So what happened was he stabilized me once time before that. Yeah, he stabilized me and then he healed Thyra.
Yeah.
And then I got knocked off the ship.
Okay, that's what I thought happened. So you are unconscious, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Alakian, you are up.
Fuck, I don't fucking know. I can't really do much, so
Thyra
Kinda
is
good
currently
shit.
falling,
Mhm.
okay.
so she's out of your reach by now.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can I attempt to just drop a rope? Just not even worry about tying it. Just take the rope out of my bag and drop it. Like drop one end of it to let her try and grab onto it.
Okay. So you grab your backpack off, start pulling out the rope, and just drop it, and you watch as it, and they're sort of falling in tandem right now, except the rope is maybe like, I'll say, we'll be nice, we'll say she drops 100 feet. You are dropping it a ways up, but it's dropping.
I mean, that's all I got. That's all I can do. So it's just like...
Fair enough. So you can move as well if you want.
Nope, I'm staying right here because I'm still on the ship.
Okay, so I just googled this. Because Thyra, you rolled an initiative 20 on your giant eagles.
Mm-hmm.
The plane shift is a lair action,
Mm-hmm.
which goes before initiative 20 for other things. Which means that I would like for whoever's next on the layer, which I believe is Chem, to roll me a d12. And you can do this physical if you want. 9.
9.
Okay. So, Free, Isabel, Elakian, and one of the eagles.
The
Are
eagle is
all-
flying. Not the eagle's flying. It's not on the ship.
Is it below the ship, did you say? Or is it above
No,
it?
but it's like 60 feet above me because that's as far away as I could cast it.
60 feet above
But
you?
it's not on the ship. Its
that
job was
eagle-
to catch an eagle falling.
That eagle does not go with you guys. So Free, Thyra, Free, Elakian, and Isabel. You are teleported back to a familiar plane of cold. And as you
Great.
sit here, Elakian, holding the rope down, Thyra and Wade are gone. Okay. Back to Wade. It's your turn. You and Thyra are still on this plane.
I'm dive bombing to try and snag Thyra. How far ahead is she of me is she? I have 80
She's
feet.
about 100 feet down, so you could get there. I'll say, using your action to grab, I'll give you an athletics check to see if you can do it
Okay, fair enough.
as the eagle.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me.
Do you want me to roll it? I've got it up already.
Sure. Should I re-roll Equa or should I just use the eagle modifier?
You can reroll it. I'm fine with that.
Go. You can roll for me, Dyto. Your roll's gonna be better anyways.
17. So Thyra, as you are free falling, you watch as the ship disappears from view, and a third eagle just begins swooping down, holding out its talons to you, almost in this perfect Olympian dive bombing form. As you hold out your hand,
Sorry.
it is 3 eagles and a half-orc.
I've never seen a flying alligator before.
Equa, I did send you a giant eagle token. I want you to know that.
Thanks, Felis.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. I'll whack it on, because why not?
How long did your polymorph last, Griz?
An hour. I believe.
Okay. So, we're going to split this now into 2 teams. Since you're here and Thyra, your initiative is just after Isabel's, which is just after Wade's, I'm going to allow the 2 of you to start thinking about your plan while you're here. What are the 2 of you doing?
Thyra and Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one who has her, correct? I did manage to get her. Okay, so I will I'll just start flying around trying to find some piece of land, if there's anything.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other 2 eagles will fly with us, kind of
Yeah,
in
we're
like
in V
like a V.
formation. Yeah.
Make a
Eagles
survival
fly
check
together.
for me. Either survival or perception as the eagle.
Survival or perception. Their
Yeah.
perception is a +4.
Don't
Alright.
giant eagles get something about perception as
They
well?
also get advantage on
Insight?
perception.
Oh, so it's advantage.
I rolled a. Why didn't it pop up this time? This thing's confusing. I rolled a 16 plus their 4. Is that what you
Which
said
is
it was?
4. 16 plus 4.
Gotcha.
Okay, and you can roll down for advantage if you want to.
Sure. That time I rolled a 4, so yeah, the first roll.
Can
Okay.
can I also look with my actual eyes?
You can make perception or survival.
They're both the same, so 24.
24. The two of you together begin coasting off in one direction. You don't know which direction it could be, considering you are on a foreign plane with no idea where you are. But you begin coasting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave you there. So, back to the rest of you guys. As you bamf back into existence on a low-hanging plane filled with massive glaciers and spire-like structures made completely of packed ice and snow. Free is still unconscious. Isabel on one side of the North Lloyd, Lakin on the other. Isabel, it's your turn.
Cool. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Let me do that math thing again. Right here with my fly speed.
Mm-hmm.
And see just a Lakian, don't I?
You see, just like in last time you saw what was happening over here, Wade and Thyra are both going off the side of the ship, so you couldn't quite make out exactly their positions, but you knew they were beneath it.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna fly up here.
Did you use your 60 feet of movement?
I'm using my action dash.
Okay, sure. So you fly up there, and as you look behind you, you see this sort of back wall here that is blacked out is almost like this structured dome, like encased wall. The front of it has these two sort of narrow windows that are very low and slanted but wide.
Yeah.
As you peer inside, you see one illithid in front of some alien contraption on like a table in front of it.
Sure. Looking at that thing, I'm going to use more of my dash action to get away from there because I can't find an illithid by myself. I will die.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at a Lakian and say, Free's still down, and there's another illithid up there. I think it's doing something.
Okay, that's your turn, Isabel. As you go ahead and start flying away, you turn back to it and you can just barely make it out as it stares at you, and just it goes.
Disappears?
It disappears.
Oh, thank God. I was like mind blast. I'm like, no!
You're dead.
Oh, I wouldn't be dead. I'd be...
Probably would be.
No, I wouldn't be dead. I would be hurt, but I still have resistance, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Facts. True that.
So, Alakian, skipping past Free, because Free's unconscious. Sorry, Free. You see Izzy fly over the side.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way into the ship from this side? I know we saw the one go around the other side and go in. Is there a way on the side?
Being as far back as you are, you just do see sort of just past the back of the map, but only like 5 or 10 feet back. There are doors on that side that seem to go inwards into the structure, and you would know because you saw the illithid that Free caused fear on went through a similar one at the top.
Okay. I am going to stealth over and see if I can see anything inside.
Okay, so make a stealth check,
I can do that.
and then make a perception check.
So slow.
You are essentially bonus action hiding, and then
Yeah. So 28 on the stealth.
Mhm.
And perception is going to be an 11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you flatten yourself against the wall and start side shifting along to it and peer inside, there appears to be like a large room in this part where almost like the decking meets it, and then at the front where those walls curve inwards to make the upper platform that Izzy was just sitting on. There appears to be 2 sets of stairs that go down and forward.
Okay. But do I see any illithids or anything like that in there?
You don't see any movement that you can see.
Okay. Do I have any more movement left?
Yeah, I'll give you 15 feet.
Okay, I will move towards the other side. Like I'm going towards the other side of the ship.
Okay, so put yourself just up one. And you're
Okay.
all good.
As
Okay.
in, like here. Well, I mean, I was like going through the ship,
Okay, so instead of
going,
that,
like
put
going through
yourself,
the area.
like right there. There. And I'll remember it.
I didn't
Isabel,
see the thing.
what you doing? You just find that. It's fine.
Me?
Yep.
I could have seen back there the doors there as well, right? When I was back with Free.
Yes, when you were back with Free, you could have, yeah.
Okay. I will use my action to fly up and over to Free. That's 50 feet straight. I'm not sure how much up and down. Could I get over there with my
It's-
full 60 feet?
It's 30 feet up. And
Oh,
then
okay.
the
Never
and down.
fucking mind that. I will. Okay, I will dash, go around. That's 70 feet with my dash.
Mhm.
120 feet with my dash, but I'm going to move 70, and then I'm going to grab her and put her inside so she doesn't fly off the edge again, because...
Okay. So you begin putting her inside. You can just get her through the doorway, and as you turn around, although that mind flare seems to have disappeared, this Nautiloid is making no attempt to stop.
Yep.
And those spire structures are fast approaching again.
Cool.
So you are still just out, but she is just in the doorway.
So it was 50 feet away, the doors?
No, they're back 10 feet and in, so with your extra 10 feet of movement, you can push her.
Oh, no, I can have another 50.
Oh, so yeah, you're fine. You can get in.
Yeah, I get in. Yeah, I put
Sweet.
both inside.
Okay, so. the three of
Actually,
you-
I'll use that movement, then the rest of my fly to try to get up to that place where it was, where I saw it disappear. As close
Okay.
as I can get.
Sure, so. Flying upwards here onto this next level, you don't immediately see a door on the outside.
I'll do the inside. I'll go through the inside if I can.
Okay,
So-
so running in the inside, you see towards the back end of this chamber, there are stairs going upwards, and you start making your way towards it.
Yeah, I'll take those.
You're good. I like you can see that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just want to keep her inside and myself inside so I get thrown off again.
so for now, we'll take you guys out of initiative.
Okay.
Since you three are, at this point in time, not fighting anything. What do you guys want to do? As you emerge into the inside chamber, you see now there is this large sort of table on the middle of it, rectangular in nature, and it sits higher than most tables. And strewn about it are small red markings, bits of sort of like dirty white and yellow substances. Some of them are long and sort of end in bumps on either end.
Do they look
Small.
like runes or anything?
With
Like,
your
do they-
high passive perception, these do not look like runes. They look more like bones.
Fun.
Okay.
God, wish I took Underdark or something with doing that when I made this character. Fuck. Or Undercommon or something. Deep. I think it was deep
Yeah, I was
Sea.
undercommon. I knew what you meant.
I was thinking of whatever. It doesn't matter. Can I see that weird thing it was controlling?
If you go up the stairs and
Yeah.
turn back around, yeah, you come up to it.
I'm
Flying-
just following Izzy at this point.
Okay.
Pretty much trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Flying up the stairs and turning around, the interior of this chamber appears to be of some almost flesh-like material. It's kind of squidgy, as you step into it. It kind of glistens in the light, this like weird pinkish hue. But it's dark in here. There are just ever so faint light sources coming in from the front windows. And as you walk up here, there is a faint like shaking of the ship as you watch as it just plows through another couple of spires that just onto the deck. Looking at this table, it appears to be made of a number of like flesh-like protrusions that sort of hang and dangle off the side, and on the edge of each of these are like these small arrow-shaped heads with hooks coming out of them, not unlike the tentacles that emerge from the front of the Nautiloid itself. You see a number of them, maybe 30 or so coming out from the table, and more coming out from the ceiling and walls, along with a number of smaller arcane sigils that you do recognize to be some form of magic. You're just unsure of what they are.
By looking at the sigil, can I discern what type of magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I like how you guys just left free there.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get up there, I'll tell him that Free's downstairs and is inside and seems probably safe.
That's a whole 7. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that's fun.
These sigils are shiny.
Nice. Well, at Izzy saying that Free is downstairs, I will poke my head back downstairs and pop her with a healing word real quick.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your healing.
She just instantly heals 6 because she's down.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to ask Chaos if he knows anything about this.
Okay,
Does he
sure.
understand?
He replies, sort of feeling your eyes twitch and shift unnaturally, not as you intended them to.
Yeah.
I do not recognize this.
Oh, what you see you? Fuck it, I'll roll an Arcana. Have you been trained in Arcana? I'm not. Can I roll an Arcana check?
If you're not trained, it's hard.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Where is everyone? Free's coming upstairs to where she saw Lakian's head poke out.
Yep.
On the other plane, I assume.
You know how we've been plane shifting on this ship? Yeah. Thyra and Wade are currently on the last plane that we were on, which seems to be just a giant fucking sky. And
Right.
so we're just kind of stuck here for now until we figure out how the fuck this thing works.
Also, we might crash.
Oh, lovely.
As she says that, there is a... and you feel the ship.
Do you know how to read languages you don't know? Or can you know this language?
Do I recognize any of these runes by chance?
Run upstairs and look around. Are you trained in Arcana?
No, only Jack of all trades gives me
I
half of
will
it.
allow you to do one at disadvantage.
Oh, fun. Do you have comprehend languages?
I'm gonna pop her with a guidance because...
Doesn't
fuck
matter. At most, it'll be a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Package.
It's difficult for you to tell.
Fuck it. I'm gonna put my hands on the runes and see what happens.
Okay. You go ahead and touch the rune. And the rest of you watch as Elakian shakes, almost in shock, as his hand makes contact and his body just lurches instantly. You, Elakian, begin seeing flashes in your mind of what this particular rune might do. As you touch it, it is this kind of like orange swirling decorative sigil.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the sense this has something to do with triggering the activation of the Nautiloid itself, almost like an ignition.
Okay. What about the other one?
The other one, as you go ahead and touch it, the other two of you watch again as he lurches and his head kind of like snaps to the side for a second. This one, you get flashes of those tentacles at the front whipping around and moving. You aren't exactly sure what this one does, but it's something to do with that.
I know what they do, but Isabel doesn't know. What's the plan here?
Does anybody else have any? Does anybody have any ideas what the fuck these do? I mean, I've got flashes, but I don't want to do anything that might fuck us all over even more than we already are.
I don't have a detect magic spell, so I can't tell you what kind of magic is coming from each. Maybe we could take a guess if we did. What is teleportation plane shifting magic?
You would
I
know.
know that.
I think it's
Yeah,
translation.
That's what I was gonna say.
Maybe conjuration?
Conjuration is
conjuration.
Dementia Door, so...
Yeah,
Sorry,
conjuration is
probably-
plane shift as well. So,
So yeah, there we go.
But I don't have a detect magic or anything.
I don't
that can
either.
do that.
I didn't prepare it today specifically.
I don't have that spell at all.
Free.
Fuck it.
Izzy and Lake, and you watch as the front sort of spike of the Nautiloid, which has been taking a few hits, just cracks to the side.
All right, what's the plan? Are we teleported out?
I'm gonna touch the fucking orange one and try to use it to teleport.
Okay. Make an intelligence check for me.
Okay, just a straight check.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, 10.
10. Go ahead and touch it. And you feel the Nautiloid lurch forward and then stop. Whereas it was going straight forward, it now... And you are falling.
Alakian,
How high are we up?
You are not sure.
Alakian, can you just get us back to the other plane where they are? Can you do that again today?
I can try. I don't know how well it's work.
I mean, I don't really have anything that I could feather
Here.
fall us when we get there.
Through your necklace? Through his necklace?
Better than dying in this thing with these bitches.
I suppose.
The ship hit some impact along the surface and you begin skidding. You all begin almost floating for a second in this reduced gravity before slamming back down into the deck. As you skid and you watch as the front half skids past as it breaks off the front. The Nautiloid now turning and turning as it begins to spin. Why don't all of you go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can grab onto something?
Athletics?
God,
Yep.
Freddy's gonna die again.
It's too late to do this now. I want to do.
13.
13,
11.
11,
15.
15.
Hey!
Okay. 3 you make.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's 6 health, guys.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh boy, that's a lot.
as you begin rolling through the roof and the deck of this particular room. As the ship itself tumbles and tumbles before
Is
grinding
everyone
to a halt.
alive?
Yep,
We
for
need
the
to
most
get out of
part.
here.
Before we go too much farther, let's see if there's anything below deck that we might need to rescue people
Via
from.
is here. by the
No,
way.
I'm gonna die if I stay here any longer. We need to leave.
Via is here.
Ugh. Without Wade and Thyra, we stand no chance.
I'm not leaving
We
Via.
haven't seen another. We haven't seen another.
Aye.
We haven't seen another mind flayer since we got here. It says, don't you have that potion I gave you this morning?
Alright. But if things go bad, I'm off this ship. I don't give a shit. I'll take my good chances out there on the ice.
That's fine.
If things go bad, if things go wrong, stay close to Lakin. He'll grab us
Say,
and we'll
both
leave.
of you just stay close to me, and if anything goes sideways, we can get the fuck out of here very
Okay.
quickly.
Alright.
But I'm not leaving here without via if I can.
The fact that there's no flayers here after the ship crashed is kind of terrifying.
Let's see if we can
roll on your potion free. Holy shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, I did.
Really good roll. Dope.
She rolled them virtual dice aggressively.
Yeah, she did.
Which with chutzpah.
I usually roll really bad in virtual dice.
Ew, she does.
So I was like, oh god, he's gonna die.
Anyways, so let's head downstairs, I guess.
Yup, that's the plan.
Stealthily?
See if there's anybody downstairs.
Yes,
Yep.
definitely. Okay. I will do my body is yours, so keep forgetting to say that. Now.
Sure. So the three of you go ahead and roll stealth checks for me.
Already on it.
22. Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Ooh, 17. I'll roll again. See if we get better. No, 17.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a total of
Guys.
31.
Yeah,
Begin
cool.
moving as silently as you can down the stairs into this main center room, which appeared to be some form of feasting table, and then down below deck again. As you start walking down below the deck, the first
I
thing
like
that
in-
hits you
Get ready to cast plane shift.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
is
I'm
the
touching it.
immediate chill of cold snow and ice and freezing winds that is now coming from massive cracks in the side and the front end of this Nautiloid. The next thing that you catch is the fact that the bottom is caved in and shattered in numerous places. Standing ahead of you, around the front end of this ship, you see this. The room that you are in now is very similar to the one above, where that material along the floor and the walls is the same. At the edge of your peripheral are just these sort of one on one side, one on the other, where the nose has broken off and now these two are left. What appear to be holding cells with two humanoids in them. You see the one on the right appears to be human female, and from the impact of the ship hitting the ground, her legs appear to have just gone up somehow, and she's gone.
Yeah.
The other person is in a similar state of disarray, and it's very hard to make out the details of that person. You see, in the center of the two of them is this sort of the remnants of what was maybe once a table that has now tipped over and leaked some liquid onto the floor, and these tiny, tiny little worm things are just scattered.
Oh, ew, 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 ew.
Don't
touch
touch
them.
those. I was
I
going
don't
to
want to touch
say.
them. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Those are gross. Bugs, nasty things. Ugh.
That's what you see at the front. Turning around, you see rows upon rows of these cells that are just lining the walls and some along this central partition. Pretty much everyone in here is dead. There is no sign of life. There are a few people that you recognize. The first one is a male, half-elf or elven, perhaps. Dark hair, you recognize him, Malakian, as the previous owner of Affluent Affairs.
And dead.
You see... none of you would recognize him, so I'm not going to touch too much on him. You do see, actually, Free, you see two of the Iron Watch Guards who were patrolling you guys when the sewer blew up the first time.
Oh,
One of them appears to have been the one that Wade was kind of close to, and another one was one that Thyra liked.
Of course.
And the third person that you don't quite see too many features of, you just see snapped arms and legs and a neck that is sort of resting against the shell. Still sitting in one of these cages is a very familiar turtle who appears to have perhaps died in the fall of the ship.
I'm gonna go to Vaya's body.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have any of her stuff on her still?
She does have just a couple of, regular clothing items and whatever. It doesn't appear to have any weapons or anything immediately on her. You do, now that you're getting closer to her, see sort of on the back wall some belongings that may have been taken up with some of the people. One of them you do recognize as her staff that she uses when she has to protect herself.
I'm gonna go up to Vaya. I'm going to say something to Vaya. I won't say it out loud so Des can hear it. Then I'm gonna take her staff.
Okay. Are you unhooking her and taking her with you, or are you just leaving her here?
Can't take her with me. I can't take her. I have no way to do it, so...
Okay.
Yep.
So you go ahead and take that staff. You are vaguely familiar with it. It is a tall wooden staff, kind of crooked, like in her way, with these 3 tentacles that sort of hang out the top of it.
Excellent. Alright. We have 2 options. We tried to figure out how to teleport this thing,
It's fucking shattered. There's no point even trying to.
or we could
Point.
fucking... How long does it take to recharge your necklace?
It recharges at midnight each day.
Could
It starts in, so-
Does anyone feel like falling until midnight?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we don't know. I've already used it once today, yesterday, I think. So it would have recharged once. So we would have to wait until midnight tomorrow until it recharges.
I know, but we can't
So-
just leave Tyra and wait out in the middle of nowhere.
No, I'm not saying we do, but I'm saying if we teleport there, we're stuck there for however long until we can find something to help us out.
So,
I'd rather that than here if there's any of the flayers left, but I have a feeling they bailed.
We
I
could-
have a
what I-
sneaking suspicion as well.
what I'm thinking is this: we teleport to them, because you can teleport. Maybe we could teleport to them. We grab onto them, and we just fall for 8 hours. It's. If I'm right, it's the plane of sky, a plane of air, so there's no point in any. No ground beneath us.
It's probably not, no, but
And if it does, we can have free do Featherfall if she needs.
Equa, while we're doing this,
Mhm.
I'm going to quickly kind of search through the belongings on the wall, see if there's anything of value that looks important or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the rest of Vaya's stuff.
I can message. I can make loud noises, so if we teleport there and we're within range, maybe they'll be able to hear us and we could try and meet. I mean,
There's not
feather
all we can
falling, I
do.
can't really do anything, but
As
better than
Featherfall,
hitting the ground at full speed.
aye, it's better to have Featherfall just in case we need to not hit the ground.
I
think,
can
honestly,
cast
if-
it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 9 times if I need to.
But then we're fucking great.
So if,
Well,
I mean,
it
if nothing
doesn't
else, I
last
think
that long.
Well, if the ground comes up, you see the ground coming up,
yeah.
we'll use it.
I
So, like, you make an investigation check for me.
that is 12.
12. Looking through the pieces of rubble that are here, sort of trying to pull apart bits of the ship that don't really bend as you try and do it, and sifting through the snow and ice that has protruded up into this bottom half of the ship. Nothing's really catching you here.
Okay.
Do you feel like teleporting
Yeah.
to our friends?
I mean, I think that's the only plan we got, at least to this point.
Aye, sort of thing I can think of. Unless we want to try to teleport this thing.
I don't
can't
think this thing is
teleport-
going anywhere.
I can't
Me
teleport
neither,
anything
but-
this big.
It's the 2
So-
options I have.
The only other option we have besides teleporting to just falling through the sky is we could try and teleport back to en route and try and figure something else out, a better plan in more possibly hospitable circumstances. Given that
No.
this giant thing that was terrorizing the entire city is gone.
I'm not
Taken
leaving.
care of.
Wade and Thyra first.
I just lost that.
Alright.
I'm not losing them as well.
Alright, it's fine.
Alright.
I will attempt to use my necklace as I grab both of their hands.
Okay, make an intelligence check for me.
Come on, my boy.
Nope. It's a 9.
Oh no.
So let's see here.
Do me a
What does
favor,
that
roll a
do?
D100.
Okay.
Yep.
Where the fuck is the? There, it's right there.
Should have used guidance inspiration on him. Fuck.
82.
Go ahead and roll me a D12, Alakian.
Oh boy.
Oh, the
Compounding
Ds.
rolls.
All of the
Should've used
D's.
Inspiration engine on him. We forgot. Damn it.
12.
So, the two of you are willing, right?
Yep.
Yep.
As the Lakin holds out his hands and you clasp them in yours, and he focuses for a second. You
Oh.
watch the necklace starts to elevate out of his armor, and you watch as it vibrates. And that cool black surface begins to shimmer and change to a deep shade of red.
Yep. Back to number 12.
I'm going to leave you guys there. So, Thyra and Wade,
The same one that we keep teleporting to every fucking time.
You know,
two,
I probably should have contacted my dad long before this.
I do want to note that I am flying downward because I'm trying to get to ground.
okay, sure thing.
So, like, you know, I'm flying sort of like a downward, like toward the angle the ship was traveling in, but down. And mostly down, not as straight.
Okay, so you begin to soar downwards at, let's say, 30 feet down, 30 feet forward, as you go. And you do so for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You are not even breaking the cloud cover at this point. You keep flying down?
Trying to think whether maybe the cities are above the clouds at this point. Well, because we're already above the clouds, so I'd be able to see if there was anything above them. So no, I just keep going down.
Do I see anything around us that I can kind of direct him in any kind of?
As you guys go, there's nothing immediate around you, and as you sort of keep floating downwards, eventually both of you sort of pick up on something off somewhere in the distance. Just starting to come out of the horizon line. Some spike, some little like almost triangular point.
Birdway, do you see that spike over there? It might be at least something we can grab a hold of.
And I'll just kind of like start dive bombing toward it.
Oh wait, you said we've been flying for like 10 minutes.
For like 15 to 20 minutes, yep.
Could I have used? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Could I have used that time to ritually cast Speak with Animals so Wade and I can actually communicate?
I think to ritual cast it, don't you have to have a surface to perform the ritual on?
It's only verbal and somatic. And I don't typically have my somatics to include the ground because I'm a druid. All of my stuff is typically like in the air. And it does not say that it needs a ground.
You know what? Sure, I'll allow for this. This is just speak with animals. That's fine.
Right, Birdwade. Now we can actually talk to each other
Oh.
for the next 10 minutes.
I'm a birdie, I'm a bird. Whoa! Hey! Good hear your well, I could hear your voice before, but you just couldn't understand me. Okay, yeah, I'm going there right now.
I've got my birds for an hour, and then I can do it one more time for another hour if we need it. But if we can get to that spike and grab a hold.
Right. Yeah, I think I might be able to will up the power to cast this one more time if I need to. So, I
Maybe
think,
this time we should stagger it.
yeah. Who goes next if this fades?
I can go next because
Okay.
yours will fade just a couple of minutes before mine will.
Sounds
So my
good.
birds will be able to grab both of us. Gives you time to cast it again, and then I can do it the next time.
Okay. Go
So,
ahead.
you fly up to about 45 to 50 minutes of your cast time before you eventually reach what you see to be that small structure. And it does raise like kind of high above the clouds, maybe like 300, 400, 500 feet above from the distance you're at. It looked so small, but now as you approach it, it is a massive structure. And it is just some spire made of rock, small pieces of grass. They're sort of wilted. There's a distinct lack of moisture that's gotten to them. But you can land on it, and it is big enough to support you. And you survey the horizon. There are a couple more. It appears that you have come into some form of land, something here.
Would there be like enough to be able to like actually like perch, kind of?
Yeah, you could perch on this one.
Without,
It's a massively wide structure. It is probably a couple hundred feet wide as well. And it does come off in small outcroppings and things. It just forms the shape of a spire.
Wade Bird, if we can find a place, I can use some plant growth to maybe block us from the wind a little bit, and give us a little bit more support until we can figure out what we can do.
Yeah, I think my bird form's probably waiting here soon. So probably be for the best. You said we've been flying for 50 minutes at the point that we hit it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
More or less, yep.
So once she casts the spike growth, I'll kind of come out of my bird form.
Plant growth.
Plant growth.
I just
right.
put
Sorry.
spike growth will kill us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. You can revert back into your waveform. The two giant eagles that you summoned, Thyra, just float down and sort of perch on the outside of this spire, waiting for your commands.
Did you see what happened to the others?
They kind of looked like the boat disappeared, the ship.
Were they on it?
I couldn't see. I think Alakian was on it for sure.
I hope so, because you were the only one I could see. You were falling, and I didn't even think. I just swooped down, come grab you.
I mean, the only one I couldn't see Izzy, and I couldn't see Free, so I'm hoping that they were together and she was able to get them onto the ship.
Yeah. You're probably right. I think we gotta hope for the best on this one. What do we do now?
I don't know. I don't really have a way to get a hold of them, I don't think.
Oh boy.
It might take me a little bit to even figure it out if I could. I mean, do we seem safe-ish where we are? Like, obscured by my plant growth?
You, Thyra, having read about the planes, would wager you are currently sitting in the elemental plane of air, a place that is chock full of large birds and winged creatures that are predators, like rocks, the occasional dragon, nowhere here is safe. But from where you are, it's all right. It's not a bad point.
I mean, we're about as safe as we're gonna be. I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of dragons, rocks, running around.
If that's the case, we should probably... I mean, I hate to say it, but there's not much else we can do but rest.
Right?
Take shifts. Just in case.
I can... How are you, health-wise? Are you hurt at all?
I'm hurting real bad. And, like, he kind of, like, motions to his stomach, and he's got, like, a big wound on it. It's kind of... doesn't look great.
So I'm gonna cast, Healing Spirit. So I can do... 1 plus my spell casting. I can do it 5 times. So, Wade'll take 5, 6, 12 healing.
Hold on.
Let's go ahead and heal yourself up some, Wade. It's a total of 14 points.
Thought I had something...
No, he only gets 12. Then last 2 are for me.
Got you. Never mind.
Empowered
Get 12.
cargo while you're in-
Loser. Only 12.
Okay. Did any of those roll really shitty?
Yes.
That one,
was...
I'm going to... You re-roll that.
Okay. So it'll be a 4.
Oh, wait.
So you'll get 15 points
Okay,
of healing.
cool. Sweet.
And then I am going to cast Goodberry. Don't have much food, but at least this will make sure we can get through a day or 2. Or... So you'll get 1 point of healing, again, from my Goodberry.
Great. I still got some rations, too, if it comes down to it. Well...
But this is pretty dangerous, so I'm gonna try and pump a little bit more into us if I can. And I will... I think Cure Wounds would be better. Maybe I think I'm gonna cast... No, because I need to keep... Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on, Wade and myself. Okay. So Wade will get 8 more healing, and I'll get 11.
Good stuff. So, the 2 of you are just gonna sit here, rest here for a long rest?
Yeah. Would you prefer to take first watch or second?
I can take first watch. That way, you can get a little bit more. I've still got some utility I could use.
Sure thing. Do you have those peating things? Those pitons?
I don't think so. I have an axler buck antler.
Don't think that'll do. Shoot. Do any of the vines look sturdy, or are they all pretty, like...
Well, all of the plant growth should be sturdy.
Yeah,
okay.
With the magical boost, they could probably hold you.
I tie a rope around my stomach, and then around something that looks like it'll hold enough. In case while I'm sleeping I blow away, I'll just be, like, whipping in the wind.
Okay, sure. I'm so tempted to just make you do that for the fun of it. Like, it's just a great image. He just wakes up, like, dangling there. That'd be great. That's fine. So, you two begin to take your rest. Is there anything that you guys want to do on your rest?
I want to
aside
look at
from
my.
keeping watch.
I want to look at my spells to see if there's anything I can.
Yeah, you can change your spells as much as you want. It's been like an hour since your last long rest, so you guys are really cheesing the system here, but I understand why you're doing it.
Thyra, what do you think about Free?
She's a tiefling. She has a nice voice.
She does have
she's
a
got-
nice voice, doesn't she?
She has furry legs. I mean, you got to be a little more specific. I think a lot of things.
Right. I meant like personality-wise. You know. Okay. So she kissed me. I don't know if it might have. You know, I'm being silly. It was probably just part of her spell.
Oh,
But-
Free's got a huge crush on you, Wade, for a long time.
Yeah, you know what? I just found that out recently. Not sure what to do about that.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Women are tricky. Sometimes you got to let them go if you love them. I mean, don't let them die.
Right. Don't let
Over
them die.
and over again.
Okay. That seems like a personal attack on me.
No, I've let her die quite a few times as well. I think it's a personal attack on both of us.
Yeah, we're not very good at protecting her.
No, we're not. We have to do better with that.
Yep.
But she's a good person. I think she would understand if you don't feel the same way.
Yeah. No, it's not that. You know, the first time I saw her, I thought she was really, really pretty, and we've been getting real close. And like, it's just one of the, you know, on the one hand, there's Asmin, and I've known Asmin since we were just kids, and you know, I've always had a crush on her, but Free's just been like, through the course of this journey, I've just been drawn to her, but I didn't put it together until recently what was going on. That makes sense, or am I crazy?
No, actually, it makes perfect sense. I mean, Riley was my first love, and I kind of got booted out without being able to say bye to anybody. And then I go back after 5 years. Things were different. Things were weird. But I think that's something you got to figure out. Is what you feel for Free stronger than what you feel or felt for Asmin? I mean, Asmin might be a completely different person than when y'all were kids.
Yeah, maybe.
You might be in love with the memory and not Asmin herself. But you're young, Wade. You don't have to decide this all right now.
Right. Take my time. Got
Feel
it.
them both out.
Right. Feel them both out. That's what
Yeah.
you said. Couldn't
Feel them
remember the
both out.
last word. Okay. Thanks, Thyra.
Don't decide too hasty. Oh, hey, did you know my dad can shift planes?
Your dad?
Yeah.
No.
Would have come in handy. As she looks around and
Are you able to like tap into that? You know, just like feel it in your blood?
I don't think I am not quite strong enough for that yet. But I knew who he was before we left Aegis. I guess I should have tried to meet up with him before I did make contact. But he could be an evil bastard.
So you know who he is, but
I know what he looks
well, what's he look like?
or what he looked like. I'll describe what he looks like because I don't
Okay.
really remember.
This is the description that your mom gave you of your dad 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this was about 20 years ago.
Izzy
Keep in
did
mind.
also talk with her and like use his disguise self to like get as
Mhm.
close as we could. So
Yeah, so from 20 years ago, he would have been human, male, sort of short, dark hair, sort of. I shouldn't give any descriptions of his demeanor or anything. So you would just see, sort of, dark eyes, vague, sort of like not really coming through scratchings of a beard, but sort of there in these nice sort of flowing purple robes.
I don't see the resemblance.
I definitely look like my mum. I got her coloring.
Yep.
I did send him a letter while you guys were in the Shadowfell. Well, I sent him another one before that, but I didn't sign it or tell him where I was.
Do you want to see your dad?
I would like answers about the orb
Right, that makes sense.
and who better to get them from than the person who gave it to my mum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was adopted, and so I don't know my birth parents either. So it can be rough, but especially now that you lost your mom.
You know, in my culture, we never really grew up with males, so I never really thought about him not being around. It was just, normal. And then Izzy was always like, her dad. I was like, oh, I guess dads are important.
Yeah, well, her dad sounds pretty bad, so you probably looked out not, having him for a dad. Well, maybe one day we can find your dad in person, ask him all about the orb, and yeah.
It's like I never really had an interest in necessarily finding him until we needed answers.
Right. Yeah, I wonder why, I don't know, why this, fire demon thing, what it wanted the orb for.
I mean, my mom had the orb for near 20 years.
Yeah, and it didn't attack until that day.
And it had been opened while I was a kid, I guess? Or it had to have been given to her at some point, and I'm sure she looked at it. I don't know, maybe whatever it was laying dormant.
Maybe you touching
Awakened?
the orb somehow activated it, like it was always meant for you.
I did touch it a few times. Now I'm trying to think, did I touch the other? I did touch the other orb.
The one in
The first one?
Earnroot.
Mm-hmm. But I think they went after it before I touched it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's another mystery to solve.
So many mysteries, so little time. Well, I guess now we've got all the time in the world.
Right. Hey, if we die up here, I just want to say I'm happy to have met you.
I'm glad you and I had a chance to meet as well.
But let's not die.
I am going to do my best. to not let either of us die.
Okay, good night.
Okay, so the two of you bed down, interchanging watches, and attempt to take a long rest. We'll leave you guys there. The other three of you,
Yeah.
still holding
Hi.
Lakin's hand. You feel that stretching sensation take you once more. And this feeling, this like noise of like high-pitched whining, as your body transcends through planar barriers and across the different dimensions that they rest upon. Your feet touch a new material, one that you haven't touched in a while. Marble.
Oh,
Still holding
fuck.
Lakin's hand, you guys look
God damn
up,
it.
and you are in a gargantuan chamber. One that is maybe like 400 feet wide and hundreds upon hundreds of feet long. These beautiful, ornate pillars stand, 6 of them, holding up the ceiling, which is carved and intricately designed. And sitting around you, gold. Gold upon gold. Gems, trinkets, beautiful things. As your attention shifts to the center of the room, you see what appears to be this kind of like large pit, hundreds of feet wide, with a number of chains that just connect and go down into it. You don't see where they end.
Where are we?
Not where I was expecting us to be, I can tell you that much. It's
Aye.
not a guaranteed thing.
So we have to wait 24 hours?
Probably.
Okay, so then we hide because we don't know where we are? And
Yup.
then try and get to where they are tomorrow?
Yup. That's the plan.
Okay, where the heck? How do we get out of this crazy place?
As you guys are talking, you hear this noise of movement. Just this from inside of the pit. It's followed up by this.
Hide. Let's go.
Shut up. Just run.
Where are you guys trying to hide?
As far away from that pit. as we
Basically
can get.
run away from the pit and get behind a pillar.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys run as fast as you can and as stealthily as you can to sit behind pillars that you can see. Everyone make a stealth check for me.
19.
Beautiful. Rolling high on stealth today, Free. Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Nope, I rolled 2 by accident. Natural
You still
1.
get it, because you're still on my body as yours.
Oh, cool. And then 19.
26.
26. You guys run behind the pillar, barely making any sound, except for a few clattering of coins as you sort of run up this mountains and mountains of coins and gems and things, and flatten your backs against the pillars. You hear this movement coming from within the pit, almost snake-like, as it just rises up. And then you hear this voice come out. Who is there? Who is there?
I don't think any of us are going to say a fucking word.
You hear this like
No.
as this very, very large creature, you wager, begins climbing or rising out of this pit. Alakian,
Mm-hmm.
pretty high passive perception.
Yup.
As you just, being as stealthy as you are, peek your head around the edge of the pillar to see what it is. You see this gargantuan lizard or reptile-like form with these 2 vibrant, bright
dragon.
wings coming out from the back. A head that is sitting on an elongated neck that is pointed and like with ridges that come back, spikes that go all the way down the neck. And that head is red. And there is one next to it that is white. And there is one next to it that is blue. And
We're
there
in
is one next to it
Tiamat's
that is
cage!
green.
Yep,
and
we
there is another
are!
one next to it that is black.
Oh, fucking
Fucking goddamn it, Equa.
That's where we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Oh,
I
that
hate you.
So,
That's fun.
we
Oh
will
my
be
God.
back here in 10 to 15 minutes to continue this story. So, keep yourselves posted, go pee and shit, and go get snacks, and we'll be back here soon. Alright.
You know, I was like pretty certain that I wouldn't have to use my backup character. Not even.
Welcome back, everyone.
What is this? The first episode of the 1980s D&D cartoon? What the fuck?
Damn right it is.
So,
They fight Tiamat in the first episode of that show. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
as we jump back into our story, we'll go back to Alakian, Free, and Izzy. You hear these two voices ring out from behind you, and Alakian notice what it is that you're dealing with. I'll say for you got a pretty high religion, you probably all know roughly who this is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Say fucking nothing for the time being.
You hear this of these claws scraping across rock and marble that get closer and closer as you hear that
Alright.
sniffing return.
Oh,
Free, as you say all right, you see one of the heads, the blue one, just start poking past the pillar where you are, and this long serpent-like tongue just comes out as it turns in your direction. And as the head tries to move a little bit closer, you hear this and it stops.
I didn't mean to come here. I don't know where this is. I have ideas. I apologize for bothering you.
I'm gonna put my hands up, hearing Free step out. Be like, "You don't mean harm.
I'll step out as well.
We literally were trying to get to the element of plane of
We
air.
have
Not
both.
here."
Both necklaces out of the front of my armor, kind of on display a little bit up front.
Okay, as you guys walk around, you see the heads start to recede and come backwards as the chains that are connected to collars around each of them begin to become a little bit less taut and loosen. As the form of this, essentially god, reels back and sits upwards, the five heads just looking down at you, still staying somewhat low to the ground, just sort of snaking around and sniffing you and almost tasting the air around you, but the central one, the red one, stays up and looks down. You see the form of this kind of dragon stands impossibly tall in front of you, taller than the avatars of the Raven Queen that she sent. It's impressive and scary. As the red one looks down and sort of tilts the head. Who are you?
I'm Isabel Green.
I go by
Um,
Free.
In this life, I'm Arakian. Evidently, I've lived many before.
And why are you here? And you see the green one start coming closer and comes pretty close up to you, Alakian, and sniffs you real close. And it says, "And why are you here?"
This necklace, was given to me by the Raven Queen herself. As so turns out, as I've learned recently, I'm of great importance to her. And she gave me this amulet as a sort of gift.
and its power is uncertain and not always accurate. And we landed here instead of our intended destination. We did not mean to trespass here.
You feel the white head start to come around the back, sort of cutting off your backside. And as it does, there is this kind of slightly strong feeling of chill and cold perforate the back of your spines as it sits along the back of your legs and starts pushing you closer to the form. The red one says, "So you are stuck here with me, correct?"
Seems so. It would appear that way, yes.
For now, we can leave in about 24 hours.
Why bother? And then the black one comes around and sort of comes close to you. It has been so long since we have feasted.
I've gathered. However, it appears that as powerful of a being as you are, and as immense as your power stretches, I doubt that we would be able to provide you with much sustenance. Perhaps there is something else we might have on offer that might aid you in some other fashion.
You see the black one still sort of looming, getting closer, and as it does, there is this faint, almost like fog-like. Double check that is the right one, right? Black one. Yeah, there's like fog-like green cloud that is coming out of the mouth, and as it does, the very bottom of it is almost coalescing and forming into some liquid that just onto the ground. As it's still getting close to you, it says, "Doesn't matter. We are hungry." And as it comes close, you see the red one just turn, and it almost looks up at it, head down, like when you tell off a bad dog, and this proceeds. Red one looks down. "And what do you have to offer me, of all people?"
Well, what is it that you would like? Because as I've said, we are stuck here for the time being. And we have friends that we would like to rescue from their current predicament, and many others that we would like to save back where we have initially come from.
It sort of comes a little closer and stares at you, Alakian, not meeting you on your eye level, still looming over, but is looking directly at you, since you are the one who was talking out of the group. The other two of you kind of see, especially you, Izzy, the closer to that black one is still kind of looking at you, dripping with that, what you now recognize as acid, off of the sides of its mouth. And Free, the white one, also seems kind of interested in you. Whereas there was this green cloud coming out of the black one's mouth, this one is just frigid cold. And as it looms forward, the actual ground beneath it starts to frost over and crack. As the red one looks down, "There are many things that I want. I have children on this plane and others on worlds beyond this material. I desire conquest. Everything and everything. Over and over, this world and that. But I am stuck here, bound to these chains." And you see the blue one, who actually has these long protruding horns, turns and kind of just jabs, almost snake-like, at the chain that is holding at it, that goes taut as soon as it does, and starts gnawing on it, and there is this like clinking of metal, but it's not breaking. "Help me rid these, and I will help you."
Can we even do that?
None of us have the power nor the knowledge to do what you ask.
However, if you let us go, I make the promise that I will see what I can do to help you. And if it is in my power, at some point in time, I will do what I can.
It looking down at you, sort of tilts again and starts proceeding up. So very disappointing. And that black one starts opening its mouth above you, Isabel. And that acid that's dripping from it begins to get closer and closer to you.
Oh god.
I'm going to
I
kind
can
of
try.
Go.
I don't believe I'm gonna say this. All right. What kind of magic is this? I need information.
Simple binding, as the black head starts to recede a little bit from above your form. Strong. Very strong. You need it off.
God, what do I do? She's just playing with her little amulet of the move that she has. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
As much as it now gets closer to you, freeing, just turns to you, Isabel, and then you, Alakian, sort of rests on you. This one has chaos in his heart. Turns back to you, Isabel. This one in its mind. And back to you, Free.
Surely.
This one is pitiful. It only wants justice. And you see the other heads that are still looming over just begin to like laugh and chuckle a little bit. How disappointing.
I'm basically, so Alakian in his mind is basically going to reach out to the Raven Queen for guidance and help, and at the same time going to bug it. I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself as I touch the necklace, and it just flashes a bright white light.
Okay.
As I said before, I have lived many lives and learned many things within those past lives. And the first one was side by side with the Raven Queen herself. So all I'm asking for is time and patience. It seems you've been stuck here for a very long time. What is a few more years to a powerful being such as yourself?
You see the green one sort of come closer to you. It says, "We respect immortality." And then the white one come closer. Years mean nothing. But we want freedom now. We miss
But
our children.
I can offer nothing for you at this point in time. If it is your children that you miss, there might be something I can do to help. But I can make no certain promises. I can only promise that I will try. And with whatever years and lifetimes I have remaining, continue to assist and help you with gathering your children back to you.
The red one, still looking down. Hollow words. They mean nothing.
If
Action speaks louder, and that is what we require.
I am unable to free you, not within my power. However, if you hate those who desire and want to bring justice, I could send one soul to you. Play with.
You see the head
As a
kind of
promise.
tilts more.
As a gift, if you agree to help us.
And which soul is that?
The soul of Keeper Ironfinger of Ernrate. Sacrifice him in your honor. Send them right down to you.
You see it sort of come back. Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh God. 25.
Fucking shit.
Metalfinger as a man is pitiful.
I could send more. Give me a number.
Thousands of bodies of flesh to feast on. And the black one comes up. Thousands.
Can you hear what's in my head? Can you feel it?
I sense heat.
And hunger and anger?
Fury.
What if I dedicate every person I kill to you? What if I send you scores of people, of animals, of things down to you for your pleasure?
That is
Fight.
tempting.
What if I fight in your name?
Very tempting.
The thing in
And
my head's
for the rest
hungry.
of You.
It wants fresh meat. You can get the souls.
He watches the white and the blue head come up to Euphry and Alakian and begin looking down. And you?
I've given you... I have told you what I have. I have lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes behind me and more than likely in front of me. I can dedicate what I have to helping you in whatever way that you would require. But as of right now, I am unable to assist in any way.
You see the blue head that's sort of looming over you. No good. Comes back. The white one still over Euphry. You?
I don't take being called pitiful in the name of justice as an insult. I refuse to let you go because you'll just kill people. And I refuse to kill people for you.
The red one sort of cocks again. My dear, I kill people every day by the hundreds. I can always add one more. And you watch as the white one that is still hovering over you sort of looks upwards, and out of it this white crystalline snow and ice begins to shoot upwards in a breath display and fall down, instantly chilling you and Alakian around you.
But not me?
You're a little bit further away.
Cool.
Not instantly.
Alright. You're giving us... We can't free you. Lakin has promised to work to free you once we leave. What else would you want?
As the goddess of betrayal, I understand that empty words mean nothing. Because you know nothing but betrayal.
Yes, a service. When you are done, you will kill someone for me.
All right.
And you watch as all the other heads. Yes, 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 yes.
Who?
You give your word.
Told you I'd kill Mental Finger for you.
And you too?
As someone who is already under the employ of a god that believes in death being at a time, I don't feel like it's that more of a stretch.
Send them early, alright? Gotta jump on that paperwork.
Aye.
3,
No.
3.
No.
You see the green head start wrapping around you, Free. Sort of like, not tight, but just wrapping around you, and it looks down. I believe you like this killing. You will. Trust me. Give me your word.
Free, we need you back up there.
And what if she turns around and asks me to kill one of you when this is all done? I can't.
She needs me. She needs me to feed her.
Thyra, Wade, I can't
Free.
chance them being the one.
Free. Do you promise that you will not ask us to kill one of our friends, one of our comrades? With them at my side, I can send a lot more to you.
To make this job a lot easier as well.
Aye.
Free, correct me if I'm wrong. You wear a scarf, or is it just jewelry around your neck?
It's a loose scarf and it's pinned with the crescent moon and a star on it. Because she's no longer wearing the ribbon.
Okay. You feel that green head make eye contact with that. And it just begins leaning forward and opening its mouth ever so slightly. As it very gingerly picks the brooch and the scarf onto the ground. Is it looking at the markings around your neck? You will like this killing very much.
I'm guessing I can probably infer from
I was
what they're
gonna say,
referring to.
she has a passive inside of 18. Should I roll
Jesus.
to top that?
Yeah.
If you would like.
I'll say, can I do the same? Because I'm assuming
Higher, but wrong button.
Alright.
See, I roll a 1 when I try it.
It's difficult for you to tell, Free. It is... This creature is inferring something about something to do with the mark.
Yeah.
16 for me.
16? Something to do with the mark.
We need
One.
you.
Free.
Just 1.
It will be more than one, but we will settle on one. Yes. Good. As the green head starts to recede from wrapping around you. The black one still kind of looming over you, Isabel, but also a little bit taken away. Also starts to recede. Good. And the white one and the blue one follow.
How can we talk about our deal?
Quite.
Can we have a second to discuss our terms amongst ourselves, just to ask what we want in return?
You may.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go with my friends, take them sort of off and away, still within like sight, but a little bit away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. No, I feel I'm going to vomit. I take back every bad thing I've said about your god, Lakin. She's pretty good. Oh.
Practically speaking, now, to the issue at hand. Free.
Free is going to slap both of them, which does 0 damage because she has a -1.
That's fine.
And then she's just going to stand there and stare.
Alright, that was deserved.
Right, it's deserved. And for what it's worth, I am sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. This is entirely my fault for getting us into this mess in the first place.
True. I slap a Lakin.
We've rushed into things as always.
Yeah.
But to the issue at hand, 3. I have a feeling that you have the same inference that I do, that the soul that Tiamat is wanting is that of the leader of the cakery.
Aye.
I feel like anyone from there would be just her pleasant little toy.
Agreed.
All right.
So with that being said, are you slightly more okay with this?
You're not to be 100%. I'm not.
I'm not either.
If later the name comes down to something else, then I'll see what I'll do then. But right now, we need to get out of here and meet with our friends and get back to, I'd say just outside en route, so we're not in the circle if it's
that's a good plan.
I think what we need to try and bargain for is for us and our friends to get teleported just outside of en route.
To the
back
same
on our
spot.
home plane.
Aye.
Correct. Together in one piece.
Don't
And
use
all
one
safe.
piece. Don't use the phrase one piece.
Alright, safe.
Hey.
And having our own wits about us.
Right, aye. So what we're gonna ask for is us and our friends, Tyra and Wade, to be teleported from our planes we are right now to just outside of en route, safe and sound.
Within sight of each other.
Within sight of each other. Good.
Correct. Yes.
I was trying to think of a phrase for that. That's perfect. Outside of the circle as well.
Outside of the
En route circle
organized
that
circle.
the mind players had put out.
Correct. During this time, Lakin is still trying to reach out to the Raven Queen to ask for some kind of assistance.
In your attempts to reach out, you gather that there are barriers here.
I figured.
Something is blocking your connection.
Okay.
So, are you ready to make a deal with
Goddess of
a
betrayal.
5-headed dragon god?
I guess so.
I'm sorry, Free. I am.
I'm too
There's no
scared
other
to
way
die.
out of
I'm
this.
letting it happen. Let's go.
Being afraid to die isn't a bad thing.
As you guys turn around, finishing your conversation, almost before you turn around, you hear that voice say, "Your terms."
We desire.
Oh, you want to go?
I'll go. We desire to be returned to our home plane of existence, along with our friends Thyra and Wade, just outside of the circle that is around en route, within line of sight of each other and safe. And then we will do what you have asked.
See the head kind of stand up taller and all the others shrink down. It's very clear to see which one is the leader here.
Yeah.
And it says, "My dear, I can send you away. I do not know these people, and my power is chained.
Very well. Could you send us to them?
And where is them?
Yeah, I'm at the plane of air.
See the heads kind of like turn to each other, almost looking around. Where in the location? What area?
If you give me an hour, if I was
I
able
could
to connect to
Send them
them,
a message.
oh, through a magic, could you link onto that and send us to them through that way?
Messages do not work here.
Of course they don't.
I can attest to this fact. The magic that brought us here. Are you able to reverse that in some way? As in, backtrack to where we came from by following the arcane magics that brought us here.
Magic is tricky. I can send you to a location, and that is all.
Could you rejuvenate his necklace? Get back
Why
power.
would I need to?
Fair enough. Is there a place within the elemental plane of air that is safe for us to go?
Solid ground or whatnot, somewhere where we aren't going to be falling.
There is ground. I do not go there. There is.
Would you be able to put us someplace safe or with cover?
If this
You'd be
is
able
what
to
you
rest.
wish, this is what I can do.
It is. I think. Is everyone good with that?
If it's not the best we're going to get to this point,
Right, so
we can try and group up at some point later on.
I have spells left. I can get messages out, but I'm not sure. It's not going to help if we don't know where we are in the plane later.
Wow.
No, but
Let's do it.
Very well. She turns to you, Izzy, for your servitude.
Aye.
And the green one turns to you, Alakian.
Mhm.
And for your offer to kill. And the black one turns to you, Free. The name. Archduke Zerial of Avernus. And all the heads rear back and just propel forward, and you are hit with fire and ice and lightning and acid and poison all at once. You feel your skin cooling and then melting off, your bones coming apart and falling to the ground. You hear them clattering beneath you as you try and speak, but you can't. And you feel like you're dying. And as that last bit of life expels from your lungs, you take a breath in, and it is bitter cold but pure. And you are back on the elemental plane of air, standing atop a spire of rock and grass. Somewhere around you is nothing but bright gold clouds and this endless pink and orange horizon of sky. What would you like to do?
Who's Archduke Zerinus of
Yeah.
Avernus?
Cernus, could you
And
could you
in
say
character.
that name again?
Archduke
Equa?
Zerial of Avernus.
In
Okay.
character, I'm asking, not character.
As I'm sure some people know what that.
Oh, I know
Avernus,
who
is that a
is.
level of hell?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
It is.
I know who Archduke
Of course, of course,
It's
devils.
it's one of the devil princes. Who the
course.
fuck is?
Of course, he's
Carson-
the one involved with the cakery, isn't he? God dang it!
Of course.
Gee.
That just answers so many. I don't even know who he is. I just know he's a devil now. I'm taking guesses here.
I will tell you everything you want to know about Archie's. I'll tell you the basic.
Nope, I'm not looking this up. I don't want to know
Fair
until I find out in game.
Sorry, who is
You know,
Archduke
would I have-
Zarian?
Would I have any idea?
Make a
Any
history
idea at
check.
all? History?
I'll let you do either history or religion. Your choice.
Can I do history? I'm trained.
Sure.
I mean, they're the same skill.
24. Wow, I'm rolling really good.
24.
17.
17. Yeah, Isabel, you've heard of Archduke Zariel of Avernus. They are the ruling devil, I guess, overlord of Avernus, which is one of the 9 layers of hell, and most notably, the person who currently holds the keys to imprisoning and unlocking Tiamat.
All right. Zariel is one of the dukes of hell. They also have the keys to Tiamat's cage.
They have the keys. It doesn't mean that she didn't say that we had to release her.
No, just have to kill him. Also, am I a paladin of Tiamat now? It feels like I am.
It's quite possible.
Cool. Great.
Who gets hit with a piece of paper first?
Well, so when did you send out the paper
While Wade
airplanes?
was sleeping.
So that was pretty early on. Okay. So
Well, how many hours has it been since I went to sleep? Has it been a full rest?
Well, how long
At this
have
point-
Izzy and them been gone? Because that would
Right.
be more accurate.
at this point, you guys
Comparison.
have been here for about an hour and a half. Wade is trying to sleep. And Thyra, you write out your message to whoever you want to go to first.
I probably would have sent the first letter to go out would have probably been to Free.
Okay, you send it to Free. You fold up the airplane, stamp it with your stamp, and you down into the clouds. Just like a paper airplane, you just throw it and it
Do we get it?
Then I throw one to Izzy. Then I
you
throw,
throw it onto Izzy and it does the
one
same
for my
thing.
dad.
Throw
Throw
it
it
to Dad, same thing. And you just sit there and you're like, huh, okay. About 2.5 hours in, with your high passive perception, you see something just catch your attention. Something slightly different color than the clouds. It just
Yes.
I was hoping you'd be lovely enough for that.
Oh god, I love it.
I'm
Do
completely
we get
missing
bonked in the head?
When they do land, Free was going to send a message to check on them.
okay. So, you guys arrive back in the elemental plane of air. What do you do?
Okay.
Try and reach out to the Raven Queen now that we're not in that fucking cave.
Okay.
And
Instantly, as
see
you
if
try
she
and
knows
reach
what the
out,
fuck happened.
you feel the connection is reestablished.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to convey?
See if she knows what the fuck just happened. Basically asking if she knows what just transpired and where.
Okay. Make your religion check for me.
Uh, 17.
In taking the moment to pray and reach out, you feel her gaze return to you, and almost this sense of cold or chill kind of makes you shiver a little bit. You gather what you have just done is probably not favored by a lot of people.
Yup. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to deal with that later. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, I'm in deep shit now.
So what's the plan here? Like I can only fly.
Make sure our friends are all right, and she
Well, yeah.
sends a message to
At
Wade.
this point, we can just wait.
And yes, of course it's Wade. She doesn't know Thyra's awake and he's not. Wade, are you guys all right? We landed back in the elemental plane of air, but I'm unsure where we are.
So wait, you're dreaming.
Yeah.
It's a nice dream. And then all of a sudden, when you're, running around in your dream doing whatever, you hear Free's voice just come booming through.
Oh, good. You're here, Free. We just
God.
been hanging out, waiting for y'all. Oh, a puppy. I wanted to tell you some stuff.
That's where it cuts out.
Is he
It cuts
talking
out.
out loud?
Probably like, I wanted to tell you, and it just cuts out.
Okay, Wade, sounds a little weirder than normal. He sounded half asleep. I think he was napping? I don't
Cool.
know.
How do we find them?
I don't know. Do I have any
I
spells that
mean-
can help here?
I've got a spell that I could use later on that might be able to help if they're within range, but
What's that spell?
locate object.
That's
I can-
that's 100 feet, right?
It's 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Oh, it's 1,000 feet, right? You're right.
Oh, what are the
But, I mean-
chances that they're nearby in
Exactly.
this world?
Exactly. That's the problem. Like we don't have anything that can locate them exactly. If only I had another level and I had scry. Like
I
that
know.
would be
I
the
just looked up Scry and I'm like, can we cast
It's
it? Yeah.
third
Would it be
level.
perfect? You just see what's around you guys, I guess.
Oh well, yeah. I'd see where they are,
Scry
which
is
they would
fifth
make
level.
me.
Yeah, Scry's
Is it fifth? God damn it!
Yeah.
All right,
It
never
doesn't-
mind.
It doesn't tell you where people are, you just see what's around them, which is essentially...
Yeah, but I could
what you meant.
teleport to that place because
Yeah.
I'd be familiar with it.
That's a stretch. But sure.
I know.
Do
It was a shot.
do you have another use of that rock still?
I do. Got one
How long do we have him for?
until the thing that's our request is done.
We could have him fly on his back, go around, try to find them.
It's assuming he could get here. Given
There's a
that we're
different
not
plane
on
of
our current
existence.
plane.
Aye, but I can only fly for 10 minutes.
Agreed. Although, didn't Thyra pick up a ring that sends out paper airplanes?
She did? Why?
If we let her know that we're here, she could
send it-
follow the airplane to our location.
If she had thing to fly, may have to wait till after a rest.
Here's an idea. I have an idea.
Correct.
We could contact Thyra, tell her to throw an airplane. The moment we're done talking, like she'll be in the message say, "Throwing it now." Then we can time it, see how long it gets to us, and then we can see if let them know how long it would take, how fast the plane goes, and then we can figure out if they can fly there or we can fly there.
So
If we knew the
there's
speed of the
multiple
plane.
options. I say we don't know the speed of the plane, one. And two,
That
I
sounds
mean,
like math class. Jeebus.
there's nothing we can do right now because we all need to rest because we're all fucking tapped.
I'm not tapped. I can send a couple more messages. 2 more. If I use a 4th level spell.
We have no way of getting to them right now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I think what might be best, because Wade can polymorph himself, as we've seen in the past, and Thyra, before we left, somehow managed to summon some giant eagles as well. So if they just trade off doing that, they could get to us if they're following the airplanes. It might take some time, but we'd be able to get back together.
Free.
Yeah, as long as we don't run into any crazy things while we wait.
Exactly. That's
Right.
the only issue that we have, is that we don't know what's between us and them.
Okay.
Let's sleep. How about it? Right?
Let's do this message thing.
I say, let's send the messages first, and then we can.
I can't send shit, so
I got it.
thank you, Free. I appreciate it. You're my
Oh
one
boy.
of my best friends.
Okay. I guess she sends a message to Thyra.
Okay.
Back on air elemental plane. Can you toss a letter to us at the end of your message to time for air travel? Next day? Question mark.
You're muted, Dyto.
Well, you can try again. I've sent a few out, but I will send it. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Now.
Now, and she says it out loud so that they can all start counting.
All right,
Okay.
Chaos, keep time.
You hear chaos.
Fuck you.
1, 2, 3. Keep it going.
You guys
4.
sit and wait around for about an hour and 20 minutes before
Jesus.
Free and Isabel,
Oh no.
you both see something out of the corner of your eye coming towards you,
How fast?
like 120, 150 feet.
How fast are they moving?
Fast.
To go around.
I guess pretty fast. I don't know what you're asking me.
Like, could.
They're coming straight towards you.
Cool.
Just little things. Just little things. And like you're kind of like, what is that? You're both hit somewhere in your bodies with small pieces of paper.
I open the one hit me.
She said she sent others. I forgot. This may not be the ones we're timing.
Oh, all right.
Alakia's still counting.
20 so far.
I'm gonna see what message says. I'm assuming it's just that the first one was just that they're stuck there.
What did he say? Data?
So the first one I would have sent would just say, "We're safe, stuck on a spire." And then the second one just has the number 1 on it.
Well, so you sent one to Free and one to Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was the one that you sent to Isabel?
I don't even know. Just whatever. Just basically the same thing.
Okay,
Okay.
sure thing. And you guys keep waiting, and about 10 minutes later, you get the one that I assume says now.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was an hour and 20, you said?
Hour and a half. Hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Cause, is that right? You were counting, right?
Yes.
Chaos also agrees.
He's actually nodding, like shaking his head inside his head.
Yeah. Just like now.
You're all
I
a
fucking-
natural one in deception. It may or may not be true. You know Chaos. He doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I say that I'm trying to make people think he's a team player now.
Sure.
You're like-
yeah.
He's been counting this entire time.
What are the chances they're on this spire? An hour and a half away?
How tall does this look, Equa?
You
Fire?
guys cannot actually see the top of it because it disappears.
Where does it stop? Like, how high does it? Like, can we stop?
Oh,
seeing
you would
it?
wager maybe 400 feet up.
I could climb it.
I mean, if we want. Well, actually, which direction did the airplanes come from?
You don't know. What is north here?
Well, no, like just what way? Not the actual like compass direction, but the looking directional. That like
Well,
they
they,
come
like,
from
Come
come
straight
up
up.
or come
Or,
down?
like-
It came from slightly above you in that direction.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
Well, I
but it
think
wasn't like a straight down thing.
No, it
That's what
wasn't
you're
straight
saying.
down.
Okay.
Send Tyler a message that if they can follow the planes for about an hour and a half, they should be able to reach us.
I will send Thyra the last message I can send. Hour and a half to reach us. Unsure flight speed. Unsure if you, Eagles, or someone can keep up. But we can't fly long. Except for me on the broom, I guess. But I can't go that way.
Mm-hmm.
All week, wait up and see what we can do. If we don't show up within the next 2 hours, try again tomorrow.
She's gonna see what her and Wade can do.
Right.
And hopefully they'll be here in the next 2 hours.
I'm going to rest up. Get some of my spells back just a little bit. And if not here in 2 hours, let's sleep for the night.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I can set up this tiny hut spell.
True? What is
It'll be
tiny
good
hut?
for 6 hours if they arrive in 2 for them to rest as well, and we can just take watches until everyone's done.
Aye. Let's do that.
I'm down.
And it'll keep us protected from everything outside, as far as dispelling, But
Yep.
Let's do that.
Free will use the scroll of tiny hut, with enough room so that there's enough room for everyone, obviously, on each side, and just sit in the middle, and there you go. They have a tiny hut.
Great.
Of dome protection, the same color as the ground beneath it.
Sure.
Izzy's going to sleep.
Cool. Awesome.
Would I have at least gotten a short rest? Probably in all of that time.
Yeah, you and Wei would have both gotten a short rest.
Hey,
I'm gonna use.
I'll take it.
some hit.
How do you roll hit die on D&D Beyond?
I don't know.
Is
I
it
think you just have
maybe-
to roll the die manually.
If you click,
Oh wait, no, there's short rest. There's short rest button.
yeah.
Yeah, but it
Oh, that
doesn't.
makes sense.
It doesn't do the HP. I just tried that.
Oh.
Oh.
It
Okay,
should.
I'll just roll the
There's
dice.
a roll hit die button. 7. 6. That's good enough. I'll take that.
Okay, so, Thyra, I assume you wake Wade up.
Yes.
You would know, with the postal ring, the airplane has a fly speed of 40 feet, so it is very easy for you to keep up with it if you're flying on a polymorphed Wade. Especially if it's extended spelled, which you will probably need. Unless you want to fall for a little bit.
Probably gonna have to.
Or
fall
I
for a
could
little
just cast my conjure animals in
Or you could do that. How long does that last for?
an hour.
So that'll get you 2/3 of the way. And then
And
you'll
then
fall
Wade can't Wade cast it far more time?
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can cast polymorph one more time, and I can cast conjure animals. So if he lets me know before his fades, I can cast mine, and we'll have bird. All right. Well, apparently they're here, Wade, and they're about an hour and a half away.
Oh, great. Sweet. They coming to get us?
No, I think we have to go and to get to them.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first to be a bird?
I think you should go first, because that way we can communicate easier that you want me to turn into a bird when it comes time.
All right. I will cast conjure animals, and I will conjure 2 giant eagles, one for me and one for Wade.
Mm-hmm.
His bird looks very blonde, and mine is purple, so it's a yellow and purple. And yeah, we'll get on the backs of them. I will write out a note to Free. We're on our way. Stamp it, throw it, and then, all right, birds, follow that plane.
You throw it and it, whereas before it kind of hit straight down and was going for however long it was, and it almost does go down and then just goes off in one direction, and you take off, and you guys begin flying after them.
I imagine Wade and I look like the kid from the Neverending Story.
Yes. Yes.
I was imagining Rescue Down Unders with the giant eagle.
I've seen The Hobbit.
We're having a movie night with Equa one time.
Well, apparently.
So you fly through the sort of beautiful orange and pink sky, the sun bright and warm on your face. The winds have died down at this point from where you guys landed, and you have found some shelter from it. As you see, there is day and night here, and the day is starting to fade. But you fly, and you do so, and there are times where you have to go closer to clouds, somewhat under, until eventually, after about an hour, you are starting to come to the cloud cover that you sought after when you first arrived here, Wade. Since you went down for about 40 minutes and then found your spire, and then you are now going down for an hour, you're starting to come to the top of it.
All right, Wade, it's time to be Bird Wade.
Here goes, Bird Wade. Let's go. I was gonna do it earlier up on the spire. I just didn't want to interrupt you talking. I had used the rest of my sorcery points to make 4th level, and then I polymorph and
Sure,
grab
totally fine.
Thyra.
Yep. You just turn into an eagle on an eagle, and then just skim her off the back of the other ones, as the other two begin to fly off and curve offwards. As you see just out of the corner of your eye, they just disappear in a puff of fey energy as you keep following the paper airplane. And eventually, after about an hour and a half's travel, you start to see the small, sort of dull grey bubble of pocket energy sitting on a spire that is not easy to see through at all, but you recognize it immediately as something that should not be there.
Do we see them?
I think
You do?
I guess that's where we're going.
I'm asleep, so I can't do anything.
Free can't get up because then the hut goes poof. So she kicks a Lakey and is like, show them where we are.
Double check the spell here.
Pretty sure she can't leave the center of it.
You can't leave the bubble.
Right,
Can't leave
you
it,
can't.
period. Creatures that you...
Within the dome when you cast this. Okay, so Wade, like a bird to a window, you just
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
both you and Thyra and a small piece of paper splat against the dome, and Free, you look up as there is this giant eagle kind of like spaced out, Thyra underneath of him. It's like,
Oopsie.
Didn't think that one through.
This smell,
Oh, well.
man. Just using it.
Well, that would have been nice to know.
Like he's gonna poke his head out.
Cam,
Hi!
Cam,
How's it going?
that was very. I don't know what's going on here. I just work your energy, and I love it.
Yes.
Yes, I just failed.
Oh,
But- yeah, no, if they can't get in, screw it. She's just gonna drop it, whatever.
Ah.
okay,
Damn.
you drop it, and the two of them onto the ground next to you.
Hey, White, say
Hi,
hi.
guys.
Turn it back
Sound
into
like
a
a
person,
cat.
White. You're allowed to.
So
Yeah,
how did
fine.
the rest? How did I'm guessing you guys? Where's the boat?
Destroyed.
ship's
Everyone
destroyed.
inside of it dead. Haven't really process that yet. Just wait for that to come through.
How did you get here? The ship is destroyed.
We plane shifted.
We kind of made a deal with Tiamat.
And we also met Tiamat. I was trying to avoid that.
Do
There's no
I
avoiding
know
it.
who Tiamat is?
Make a history or religion check.
Let's do history.
And Wade, you can do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Who knows? Maybe Yandala or some shit's got connections. Hey.
17.
You've heard of Tiamat, the five-headed chromatic dragon goddess.
So you made a deal with something almost worse than the devil.
We were trapped in her cage. We didn't have much
It
choice.
was either make a deal with her
Or die.
or die and then leave you two to die.
Well, we were fine. We had food, we had water, we had protection.
See, we didn't know that.
Aye, we didn't know anything.
We're
trapped
in an elemental plane with a druid.
So,
Great.
You
So
got
am I. I'm still
Wait.
stuck here.
Wade and I both know how to survive. That's what we do.
Alright, well, that's a fair point.
Fair enough. Can we all please wait until the next day so we can all go home, hopefully, and just rest and sleep?
You know, this one time, me and my buddy Kev,
We don't
we
care.
were okay.
No, go on. What's up?
Okay. So we, you know,
saying,
I got
no.
trapped on the island and this little island out in the swamp, and our canoe sank, and me and him, we lived there for like a whole week.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a good story, I think.
So we got trapped in the cage with Tiamat, and we had to make a deal, and we have to kill an Archduke of Hell.
How
You know,
are we
just the
supposed to do
usual
that?
Saturday.
Just the usual stuff. Aye.
I mean, we could barely take out one devil.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't expect us to go right there, and if she does, sorry, we'll have other things to deal with. We'll
don't
time
know
it
to say.
stronger. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I
So
think I'm a
it's-
paladin of her now.
Didn't say that we had to do it now, it's just that it needed to be done.
Yeah, we can wait and do it.
She inferred he has something to do with the cakery.
Aye.
Aye,
She,
there's that as well.
actually, Zariel is a woman.
Sounds like y'all got off pretty easy there. It sounds
Again,
like we were
I am
gonna kill this devil
Who is-
anyways.
Aye.
Who's Zariel?
The Archduke of the first level of Hell of Avernus.
Not exactly an easy person.
No, it's going to be very hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I read that book on the plains. I'm sure the Nine Hells was on there. Was there anything about her in it?
You do have a vague idea of the structure of the Nine Hells. Avernus is pretty much the only one that visitors ever go to, if they are so unfortunate to do so. Zariel rules over them, and according to some, is probably the best devil that you'll find, and according to others, is just a terrible, terrible person.
I mean, depending on who you talk to, she's not the greatest.
She's a devil, I assumed.
Well, some people don't see her as the worst. I mean, others do, obviously.
So why would Tiamat want this devil lord person to die?
Oh, right, that's the important bit. They hold the keys to Tiamat's cage.
Oh.
So you're gonna let out Tiamat?
No, we're going to kill their jailmate.
That wasn't part of the deal. We're just going to kill her jailer and go from there. She didn't say that we had to let her go, just that we had to kill the jailer.
I got a question.
Aye.
So this Tiamat is imprisoned.
Uh-huh.
Aye.
Can't kill this person themselves because they're
Correct.
imprisoned.
Aye.
So, do you even have to do this thing? Like, what's she gonna do? You know?
Just like the Raven Queen has followers like you and Alakian, I'm sure she has
Right.
followers. She
And
can send them
I'm-
after us so easily.
I'm not gonna look. Am I planning to kill this person today? No. Am I planning to kill this person eventually? Yes. That being said, I am also not going to betray the god of betrayal, the five-headed dragon being that I just swore to send the souls of people I kill. It was very strange. Do not judge me. So no, let's rest. Let's sleep. Let's make sure we don't die.
What
Yes, wait.
if you were
Aye.
to betray the goddess of betrayal, and then she was like, mad respect dog, you know? Because you
wouldn't
betrayed
happen.
the goddess of betrayal. She'd be like, wow, that's impressive.
I'm gonna go up to Wade. I'll put my hands on
Freeze
his
walking
shoulders.
away to as far away as she can from the group.
You get
I'm gonna
about
grab his
10
shoulders.
feet off.
Yeah, and she just sits down like, I'm not taking part in this conversation anymore.
I'm gonna look him. I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes. Look this stupid man in the eyes. I'm gonna kiss him. And I'm gonna say, "Shut up, Wade."
Oh my god.
Wait, you got
Everybody loves
You
Wade.
now.
I'm gonna go up to Thyra and be like, "Tyler, I love you too. I can't kiss you because you're like 2 feet taller than me, but I would. But I can't.
Well, I would
Um,
like to continue my rest.
Yes, sleep.
I'm gonna cast another because she doesn't know what kind of hell they just went through. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit again.
Okay.
And it's gonna appear in, like, I don't know, is Free sitting down? Is she standing? What is Free's current position?
She's sitting off on
Sitting
the edge.
down, like just
Okay.
staring out Grumpy because she's
So
not
this
happy
little
today.
bear just appears in her lap and starts licking her face. Oh, that's bad. 2,
It's more
4,
uncomfortable than anything.
10, 16, 18.
16 fills her up.
Okay.
Do we all get healing too, or just her?
Nope, just her. You can take if you're by her, which nobody else is. I mean, I can. The bear will move. And
It's
I
fine.
think
It's fine.
about-
Let's just rest.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, you can get 2, Izzy. The bear will
Cool.
be nice.
Hello, bear. What nice. I'm gonna sleep now. I'm gonna lie back down and just finish my rest.
I'm gonna tie myself off to something again.
I'm
Okay.
gonna tie myself off to Wade.
I suggest you all do the same.
Yeah, it's all
Pretty
tie myself
windy.
off to other things.
You say you're tying yourself off to Wade?
Yeah, he's
No,
tying
other
himself
things.
off to something else. I'm tying something off to Wade.
I say,
So-
it's not a good idea, Isabel.
All right, I'll tie off to something else then.
That's a better mental image. It's just Izzy rolling off and Wade going, ah!
She's so much heavier, she just pulls him right off.
Just 300 pounds. Just...
Breaks the rope for both of them.
Oh god. Tyler, darling, can you do that plant growth thing again? You do sometimes.
No, I already used it for when Wade and I were trying to stay
Is
safe.
Is it a ritual? Is it a
No.
ritual?
It's not. It's a one-time thing. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. All right, let's sleep.
Okay. So, you guys long rest, and for the sake of brevity, we'll just skip over feeling refreshed, although a little sunburnt for most of you. When you wake up, it is sort of dead of night, and at this point, the amulet would have reset. You're looking at like the wee early hours in the morning, maybe like 3 in the morning.
Okay, real quick, Equa.
Mhm.
Seeing so I'll wake up before everybody else will in the first place. During that time, Could I do? This is a stretch, I know. Basically, astral projection. If you know what that even is. Have
You mean like
heard
the
of it?
9th level spell, Astral Projection?
Not like it's an actual thing that people do IRL. Basically, that thing, but basically try and shunt myself to basically the gate, like just my mind, more or less, not like actual body, but like kind of my mind there to try and basically beg forgiveness from the Raven Queen.
Okay. So you sit down in a familiar meditative stance,
Mm-hmm.
and focus on, your surrounding area and your destination and why you want to be there. Although there is no physical or mental change of where you are,
Mm-hmm.
you do feel that connection to her is still there. It's still intact.
Yeah.
And whatever you do, she's always watching and listening.
Mm-hmm.
So, although no astral projection occurs,
Yeah.
you can still talk and pray, and that also
Okay.
does work.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. So, waking up in the morning, everyone arises. Are you going to jump straight, or is there anything anyone wants to do beforehand?
Hang on. I'm gonna take different spells
Okay, sure.
because I'm gonna do a thing before I do this thing.
Okay.
Free is just gonna look at Alakian and be like, let's not have a repeat of yesterday, eh?
I don't compound
Good
the
luck.
2 archdevils.
That's as much inspiration as he's getting. She's still
That's what I'm gonna
pissed.
try and do. So with that, and then I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna do the thing.
Okay. So, using enhance ability because it's advantage, so roll with advantage.
I can't fuck that one is. Hang on. It's being slow. God damn it. I hate it. Google. Okay, that first one was a 9.
Okay.
Second one.
Second one was a 14. So plus the inspiration, it would give me the 15 I need.
Okay.
Regardless.
So 15 is just enough to make the check. Where are you attempting to plane shift to?
Outside of the circle in the woods outside of Earnroot.
Okay, you're attempting to go into the bramble.
Yes.
Got you. So, as you all gather around Alakian in the circle that you are accustomed to, and he grips that
I'm so sorry.
amulet.
Can I have tried to attune to Via's staff if it was magical?
Sure.
I just remember I had a lot of stuff happen between the two of that. What do I do?
Achievement or
Only one of those.
It does. You are a spellcaster, so you can attune to it. This staff is a wand of binding, but in a staff.
Cool.
Hey, did y'all end up finding Vi?
She didn't make it.
The ship crashed, everyone in it.
Right.
Everyone?
Everyone in it.
Everyone.
Sorry.
Do you know anybody other than Vaya that was in there? Maybe we can start letting families know.
The only other person that I recognized in there was the owner of the Affluent Affairs magic shop. It's the only other person I recognized.
Recognized 2 of the guard from our first
Bye.
round here. One that was watching Wade and one that was watching Thyra.
Was he older? Was he young?
Was it the older or younger one?
It was the older one.
The elder one. So not Aphrodisiac, that was the other one.
No, it was
wasn't
Tiny Tim, but now I have to look up. I gave him an actual name, and I have to look it up.
May they have easy journeys to the gate.
Right?
So I have her staff now.
Any plans on where we're gonna land? You get to choose. Yeah.
I do. The plan is to land us outside of the circle. within the
Now,
route.
are you sure that's a good idea? Because what if Rokanoka and the gang need help dispelling the rest of it?
So here's the thing. If we understand the spell correctly, we can go in, we just can't get out.
Okay.
But we might be able to help more from the outside than the inside.
Right. Okay. Good idea.
Just a way to cover our bases before
Aye.
walking back into the trap. If it's still up, I don't know where the flares went.
Correct.
We
Because-
also don't know how long it's been.
No,
It
that
may
we
have
do
only
not
been
know
8
at all.
hours for us, but it's probably a little more than 8 hours. But it's probably been days for them.
Who
Correct.
knows? We'll find out when we land.
So,
Let's get the fuck out.
casting the
I'll give
spell.
everybody a good berry. You get
Yep.
a good berry. You get a good berry. You get a good
Yep.
berry. They're about to expire. You get a good berry.
Pop!
Nom, 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 nom.
A little
Oh,
crunchy.
Good berries. Dry there.
Nom, 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 nom.
Good raisin?
And as you cast the plane shift spell, you will
Decent raisins. Dried good berry. Decent raisin.
bamf into a cluster of trees on the outside.
Feels
of
good to
Earth.
be home. Feels good to be home.
You're kind of in the thicket of the bramble right now. But you, Thyra, have been here more than enough.
I didn't prepare it, but I want to cast locate animal.
Can Free hop on the broom and float above the trees to see if Earnroot's still in view? Or
Yeah.
the glow of Earnroot?
Absolutely. As you hop on the broom and come upwards, it's not a sight that you're familiar with. Looking towards the city, you kind of have to focus and remember, shit, and look down and readjust. It is nighttime still. The time does not appear to have changed from where you were. The city is still in wreck and rubble, pretty much how you left it. Buildings are destroyed. You don't see very much sign of activity apart from vague flashes of light coming from within the city streets. They just stay for a second and then disappear. The magic circle around Earnroot is still active, except for a large segment that has been cut out. And as you look towards that segment, you see tents upon tents with horses and soldiers in a small army. The cavalry is here.
Literally.
Is it on our side?
Free floats back down, and she's like, an army has arrived. They've opened up the barrier. The city is in shambles still, but people are fighting inside. There's people here to help.
Well, we're full up. Do we want to head back in there and try?
Do you want to...
I want to help save as many people as I can.
Aye,
So
let's head over
group
there
up.
and talk to them.
Let's group up with the army first to see what we can do to
What's-
help them.
Was there still a ship in there?
That
Did
was-
they bring in another one?
No, I didn't see anything floating above the city.
That's
Well,
good.
at least we were able to get rid of that.
And I have the direction of the city because I was just up there.
Aye, look at that. Let's do it.
So, you guys begin the trek back to Earnroot. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Did we level up?
No, you didn't level up, Felis. No, you didn't
I
level
want
up.
to I want to full up my fucking team at powers. Give me my dragon magic.
You
No.
you will level up in the next couple sessions, possibly. we shall see. So, thank you everyone so much for watching tonight's episode of Emoris. Whatever the fuck it was. As always.
Question mark?
What?
45? Question mark?
45.
45. Yep. We're back in next week, but until then, catch Doip on Sunday and the Moot Roundtable this Wednesday. To talk fun stuff and you know, all things Theros. But until then, let's keep making stories together. We'll see you guys next Monday. Goodbye.
Go say hey
Bye-bye.
to Baka Zombie for us.
Yeah, Baka.
Papa.